Right, peace. Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar. Rod Digger and Godfrey will be back for the next one. But I'm here right now because I got something special that I need to talk to the people about. Okay? First of all, if you're rocking with the show, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, press that bell to get notifications when we drop new episodes. And yeah, you know how we do. So right about now, I got two guests I'm gonna bring in because we about to have a conversation about something that's very important right now, especially with all this C19, stuff that's going on right now. I know healthcare is something that's on everybody's mind. Now, we talk about healthcare here on the Godcast, about staying healthy and different natural ways to stay healthy and such. But there's times when you might have to see a doctor, okay? And in this day and age, going to the doctor is difficult, okay? And it's not really something you want to do. Do you really want to be in an emergency room with a bunch of sick people? I don't think so. He's talking about YouTube Live people. I see y'all. We're going to talk in a minute. We're going to talk. And I got something for you, especially right now. Y'all going to get the offer even before we post this stuff. But listen, right about now, I want to bring in former NFL player Rameel, as well as the CEO of Health Alliance Network, Steve Utley, okay? Because we're going to talk about something right now that I'm very excited about, and it's called telemedicine. Gentlemen, welcome to the Godcast.
Hey, appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Good to have you. Introduce yourselves.
Rameel?
Hey, Rameel O'Connor. I'm part of the development team within Health Alliance Network.
I'm Steve Utley. I'm CEO and one of the founders of Health Alliance Network.
All right, gentlemen, it's good to have you here on the Godcast. Now, listen, as somebody that's, they call me an influencer now, because I guess, I have platforms, I speak, and I guess some people might listen to what I have to say and are influenced by what I have to say. Hang on, I got some healthcare recipients about to walk through real quick and just go straight up. But anyway.
Healthcare recipients.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I'm offered a lot of stuff. I get stuff in my emails. Oh, as an influencer, we'd like you to endorse this product or endorse that product. But a lot of times it's something that I can't really get with. The last thing somebody wanted me to endorse was some sex toys. I'm like, why are you hitting me up about sex toys?
No idea.
That don't make no sense. Yeah, people on the Yanadameen Godcast, we might like the fuck, but that don't mean that, I want to endorse sex toys. So, and that's not something I can do enthusiastically or feel comfortable about. So anyway, Rameel, hits me up and he tells me about a product called telemedicine, where basically you can see a doctor over the phone from the comfort of your own home, or you can do a video chat like we're doing now. If you need to show the doctor something or whatever, a rash or whatever it may be, you can see a doctor from the comfort of your own home, get a prescription, get discounts on prescriptions. If you want to see a dermatologist, you see a dermatologist. If you need psychiatric help or a therapist, you can see those, at a limited, 1 hour visits. And then after that, you get discounted prices. But all of this for $45 a month, okay, which comes out to about $520 a year, something like that. Now, my question is to all my people at YouTube Live, where can you find health insurance? Now, this is not health insurance, but where can you find health insurance for $500 a year that, oh yeah, covers everyone in your family as well, up to 10 people? I'll wait.
You're going to be waiting a long time, Lord Jamar.
I know, because you can't, okay? So I was like, wow. So this is something that, see, we need cheat codes sometimes. We need information is power. When you have a certain information that a lot of people don't have, that's how people get over. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, the underserved, we need certain information that's going to help us save money in all kind of areas, but still get value from it. So that's what I saw in this. I just so happened, Steve, I'm going to tell you a quick story. Before even Rameel approached me with this, I have a friend, okay, that, I play video games online, this shooting game online, and this guy's a doctor, okay?
Yeah. And
he recently told me that he's doing telemedicine. This is before I even talked to y'all. He's just like, yo, I used to be an emergency room doctor. He's up in Canada, though. He said, I used to be an emergency room doctor, blah, 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 blah. Now I do this thing called telemedicine. I love it, man. He's like, yo, I can stay home with my daughter, blah, 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 blah. If I got to see a patient, I just talk to them real quick. He said 90% of things I could just diagnose on the phone. Like he said, I don't really have to see these people like that. I was like, wow, yeah, all right, that sounds cool. He's like, oh, I love it. You know what I mean? I was like, so do you get paid, like, if you see a bunch of people, you get paid more? And he's like, nope, I get paid one flat fee. If I don't see nobody, I get paid. If I see one person, I get paid the same. If I see 5 people, I get paid the same. I was like, oh, cool, that's interesting. You know what I mean? And so then shortly after this, I speak to Rameel, and he's telling me basically the same thing, but from the other end. You know what I mean? So I heard it from the doctor's end, and now I'm seeing from the consumer end and from the, someone who's involved in it end. And I just got excited, and I was like, now this is something that I can deal with. This is something that I feel my viewers can benefit from. And yeah, man, we here. So if y'all could just, I guess, hit some of the fine points to really make people understand what it is we dealing with here, that'd be great.
And Steve, if you don't mind, I would like to give a little bit more edification to Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar is really within our communities and beyond our community, he's just a legend within the groups of people in this demographic, right? The people that actually really are on the front lines in regards to being affected by COVID-19 specifically, which are, brown and black people, right? So his voice and his pedigree and his background, that's why I heard that we had someone with he's very fearless in regards to what he does and what he says. I've been a fan since 1989. So if that puts anything into perspective. So this is really a great opportunity for us to have someone with a strong opinion, as well as an opinion that people follow, and his words mean something. So, and he also has, he's a steward of his community. He's socially very conscious. So that's why we identify Lord Jamar, and the universe really worked in unison in regards to bringing Lord Jamar on, and him having the same ideology, same kind of methodologies in regards to sales as we do. So I just wanted to give Lord Jamar mad props and credit in regards to who he is and him understanding the opportunity we have now to bridge the gap in regards to the insured, the underinsured, and the uninsured. So Steve, I'll give you the floor to speak on it.
Thank you, Rameel. Lord Jamar, I want to thank you, first of all. Well said, your opening statements. You know exactly what we do. We had some objectives when we started this company. We had two objectives. One was to provide affordable health care to underserved populations. And the second objective was to provide accessible health care. So we met both of those objectives, affordable and accessible. It's one thing to have health care, but if you can't access the health care for any number of reasons, money, transportation, convenience, it doesn't do you any good. We've solved all of those problems with being able to provide health care with our doctors, all our U.S. board certified doctors. As you said, as simple as a phone, do FaceTime, phone call, doesn't make any difference. We can do it all 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
And that was the application, the Health Alliance application.
Yes.
You're showing us, yes?
Health Alliance application. We have everything in one spot. You just go to the spot, push a button. At the very top, it says make a doctor's visit.
Yep.
It's literally that simple.
I've used it. It's very intuitive. Love it.
I tell you, the world has changed a lot, and it changed a lot most recently because of COVID-19. We've become socially more aware of things that are around us and things that are going on. I hate this saying, but you only know what you know. And COVID-19 has brought this telemedicine to the forefront of everybody's mind now because it's a real thing. Just like you and I are talking via video right now, Lord Jamar. If I was your doctor, I would say, and you told me you had a sore throat, I would say, get closer to the camera, let me see your throat. It's that simple. The same thing the doctor was going to do in the office, but they could do it through your phone or through your computer. It's just that simple. We love what we do. We have a passion for it. Here we are on Sunday afternoon, and we're live on a Sunday afternoon. So that tells you what kind of a passion all of us, and now you have, for what we do. I love your story. I love your background, and you're a welcome addition to our team.
Thank you. Now, I see some people in the comments, somebody said, does it cover dental? No, it doesn't cover dental right now. Is that something that might happen in the future? I don't know how you do teledental though, huh?
We're actually working on a teledental program. What we can't do right now, of course, through telemedicine, you can't do x-rays, and x-rays are an important part of dentistry. But we're working on some other techniques that we can do with dentists, and we're actually working on that technology other than the x-ray part.
Right, okay. So within this telemedicine, like you said, you can talk to a general practitioner. You can choose your practitioner, male, female, the language they speak, all of that from within the application or on the website. What else? Oh, you can get blood work done. Yes?
Yeah, we can. It's that's something we are very proud of. About 6-7 months ago, we were able to complete our lab and blood testing program. Now you can go onto the website or the app. It's even on the app on here if you want to order a lab test. It's part of the application. You just push a button, decide what blood test you want to run, and we guide you through the process. Generally speaking, when you go to a doctor, the doctor says, Lord Jamar, I really can't tell what's wrong with you. I know you're not feeling well. I'm going to send you to the lab and get a test. They generally send you for what's called a CBC, which is a general overall blood test. How's your health? Typically, with insurance, that test is going to cost you $75 or $80. But through our app and through our website and through our company, that test will cost you $12.95. Not $75, $12.95.
Right.
That's what it cost you. That's an amazing process. So let me tell you, it even saves you more money than that, because if you go to the doctor because you're not feeling well, you go in and he's going to say, Lord Jamar, come in, you pay your copay. You've made the trip to the doctor a week after you were starting to feel bad. You pay your copay. The doctor says, I can't tell anything without a blood test. It's just going to be a guess. So I'll go get a blood test and come back. So that's 3 trips. Doctor visit 1, blood test 2, doctor visit 3. You have to pay for all 3 of those things. With our process and our technique, you only pay for the blood test. That's all you need to pay for. If your blood test is out of tolerance or out of range, say your cholesterol is too high, or maybe your white blood cell count is too high, you will be notified, and the test results will be sent back to you, good or bad, will be sent directly to you for your review. It's an amazing thing. So that's one of our 4 primary services that we offer for that number you were talking about, $45 a month for the entire household.
For the entire, up to 10 people.
Up to 10 people. That's correct.
So let's talk about real quick the security of your health information. Okay? Because in order for a doctor to diagnose you properly,
Yes.
you have to give him your health history, I guess. You know what I mean?
That's
So
correct.
how secure is this information? And, you know, does it go on to into the normal channels where when you go to a regular doctor, it goes up into some sort of database where everybody has an access? Is that the same thing here?
We do it a little bit differently. I've been in the healthcare business for a little over 15 years, as well as my partners. Our server, our data is what's called HIPAA compliant. That's a federal regulation called the Health Information Protection Act, basically. Because what we're trying to protect is protected health information. You don't want the general public, nor do I, want to know my health information. So we have an electronic medical record built into our application that is HIPAA compliant, certified HIPAA compliant by the government. You can put as much or as little information in there as you want about your health history. It's going to go through, you can ask you questions about your health history. You can put as much or as little as you want, and that information is portable. And what I mean by that is you get to take it with you wherever you go. In the past, if you remember, I asked this question often, Lord Jamar, where are your healthcare records? And you're going to say, I don't know. I went to 50 doctors over my life. I guess they're somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, so what we do is we put them in one place right here on a HIPAA compliant server. You have access to them, and only you have access to your health records until you make a visitation with a physician. They have then access to your health records because they want to know what your health history is up to that point in time. If you had a health visit with a doctor last week because you had an earache or pink eye or a sore throat or anything of that nature, they want to know that because they want to properly diagnose you on the next call. Now, at the end of that call, our doctor is going to ask you, do you have a primary care physician? Yes or no? And you say yes. Would you like me to send this record of this visit to your doctor? That's your choice. You can say yes or no. If you say yes, he'll send it to your primary care physician, your general doctor. If you say no, it stays in your health file inside the app. Only, surprisingly, I thought it would be higher, but only about 10% of our members actually have the doctors send it to their primary care physician. They like to keep their health information private and keep it to themselves. So it is HIPAA compliant. I hope that answers your question. They're going all the way around the barn.
Okay, it does. So we said we want to make this accessible. Yeah, we lost Rameel. We're going to bring him back. You said you want to make this accessible.
I'm back, gentlemen.
No problem. We hear you. So certain people, like let's say people that came to this country and maybe their papers are funny and all this type of stuff, like, are they able to use this? Pardon me, 1 second.
No problem.
Are they able to use this without fear of,
I think I understand.
Titles?
Yes, I think I understand your question, Lord Jamar. Let me answer that. When we started Health Alliance Network, started out as a nonprofit organization, and we were going to provide health care to underserved populations. And that underserved population didn't have a nationality, it didn't have a color, it didn't have a sex. Underserved population, we didn't care who they were. As this program evolved and we realized that we needed to make it bigger than just a rural healthcare service, we need to make it available in all 50 states and make it available to anyone, there were some criteria that we set in order to be a member of Health Alliance Network and get the service. Number one, you have to have a name. Number two, you have to determine what sex you are, a boy or a girl, because the doctor wants to be able to know who he's treating. For example, if you're a boy and you call in with a UTI, there's going to be a little suspicion there. So always wants to treat. We need to know your date of birth. That's relevant to your health information. You have to have an email address because that's how we communicate with you. The doctor communicates with you. And you have to have a physical address somewhere in the universe. It doesn't matter where. But we don't ask any identifying information other than that. No government ID required, no driver's license, no passport.
No Social Security, nothing like that.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We have one purpose, and that is to provide affordable and accessible health care to everyone. We believe that. We believe everyone deserves it.
And now I'm not sure.
No Social Security number, no pre-existing conditions.
Doesn't matter.
So I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but again, this is not health insurance, so
Right.
There's no copay.
No copay.
No
No deductible.
No deductible.
No per visit fee.
No per visit fee, and this is unlimited visits.
Correct. Look at it like this. Imagine that you belong to a gym somewhere, one of the large franchise gyms in the United States, and you pay a monthly membership fee to belong to the gym. And you're welcome to go to the gym 10 times a day if you want to. You don't pay the admission fee. You go and you come as you please. That's the same with our healthcare plan. We set it up exactly the same way. You can use it as much as you need, or as little as you need, or not at all. It's up to you, but it's always available and readily available no matter where you go. And remember, it's portable, Lord Jamar. If you're in, say you're in Texas at the moment, but you're traveling to Chicago, it goes with you to Chicago. And the doctors in Illinois now, you'll be connected to a doctor that is licensed to do business in Illinois, and they'll have access to your medical record.
So let's say what happens if I'm diagnosed with something, and then it gets kind of serious, and it's like, yo, you need to see a physical doctor.
Yes.
What do we do from there, and how do we keep the cost down? How does Health Alliance Network help me do that?
We have an interesting program, and that can happen, obviously. Sometimes people need a specialist for whatever reason. And I'll tell you a little story in just a minute about that. But in the meantime, we have a health cost estimator built into our program. This is a true story. I was having a great deal of pain about a year ago in my neck and shoulder, like people do. My wife suggested, as she has suggested many times before, to see an acupuncturist. So she made an appointment for me. I went to see.
I did the same thing, Steve, but go ahead.
Exactly, right?
For sciatica. Go ahead.
Exactly. So he happened to also be a chiropractor. So he was also a doctor, could write a prescription. He says, I don't know, you've got a lot of problems up there. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I want you to go get an MRI. Here's your prescription. MRIs require a prescription. He gave it to me. At the time I had insurance. I won't mention the health plan because this is a public forum, but I had insurance for myself and my wife. The rack rate, what they call the rack rate for the MRI that he ordered for me on the wall is $3,000. This cost $3,000. Okay. I said, I have insurance with this healthcare company. How much is it? Oh, your portion is 20% of that, $600. I said, okay. This was a phone call. I called back and I said, I have a prescription for an MRI. I don't have insurance. Is there a cash price? They said, yes, it's $300. I said, wow. What? I can use my insurance and pay. I'm already paying $1,500 a month for my insurance, plus another $600. They said, yes. Or you can just pay cash, lose $300. And the reason is because if you pay cash, there's no chargeback. They get the money. There's no paperwork for them to fill out, to send to the insurance company, and so forth and so on.
But the average person doesn't know this, and this is the type of cheat code that I'm talking about, Steve.
Yeah.
You only know
knowledge.
We built into our app a health cost estimator for exactly that reason. You go in and say, I need an MRI. And it geolocates you. I live here and wherever you live.
Right.
Here's the cash price for an MRI in your area. And we actually tested it the other night with a group on the phone because they always want to test this, and that's fine because it sounds too good to be true. And it's not. It actually works. Anybody that's ever tried our system from top to bottom, from medical to dermatology to behavior counseling, talk therapy, to the lab test, to the health cost estimator, the prescription service, everything works 100% as advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the important part is the app is available on the for both the App Store
What, Android and iTunes? You're breaking up a little bit.
As well as the marketplace for Androids. It's just Health Alliance Network. Yep. Yes, sir. I apologize. Yeah.
See, you're flossing down there at the marina.
Well, the marketplace.
You breaking up, Rameel.
That's interesting. That's a very interesting conversation.
Very interesting conversation.
Apple products.
I think what he's trying to say, people, is I'm going to translate that computer.
My bad, man. I have
jargon. Rameel, you were just totally sounded like computer language, but I'm going to translate what you just said. You said that the application, the Health Alliance Network application, is available on Android and at the App Store for iTunes.
The marketplace.
At the marketplace, right? Google
Marketplace,
both
platforms.
All of that.
Hopefully, you can. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Both platforms. Yeah.
So listen, I mean, I feel like we hit a lot of the points that we need to hit. Like, my thing is, you know, I like putting people on to things that I feel they could use in their everyday life. You know what I mean? Like right now with this C19 and all of that. Now, let me just state for the record, like most people know that I'm not somebody that necessarily trusts, you know, traditional science or medicine, but I'm a realist at the same time. And I know that there are times when all of us might have to see a doctor. And there's a lot of people out there that do trust science and medicine. And this is perfect for all of us, really. Even if you have insurance. Matter of fact, speak on somebody that has insurance but could still benefit from this.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you have insurance or don't have insurance. It works exactly the same way. Here's what we find typically happens, particularly with young children in the family. They don't get sick at 2 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. They get sick at 2 a.m. on a Saturday morning. And your choices at that time, with insurance or without insurance, is to go to an emergency room and make sure, because you want to make sure your child is healthy. You don't have to do that now. Assuming that it could be, it's a telemedicine worthy visit, call a doctor at 2 a.m. The doctor can give you a diagnosis, a prescription for your child or yourself, and it's taken care of without leaving the household, packing up all the kids. It becomes particularly cumbersome if you have 2 or 3 or 4 children. You have to pack the whole family up and go to the emergency room and expose everybody. We're all very aware now, expose everyone to the germs of a hospital, urgent care, or even a doctor's office. So it doesn't matter whether you have insurance or not. It works exactly the same way.
I mean, let's keep it real. Before all of this C19 shit, like everybody has pretty much a negative experience that they had in a emergency room waiting room. Yeah. You know, sitting there for hours, you know, with a bunch of coughing, sneezing, crying people, and you know, and it's just like, you know, who wants to go through that? Like, and it used to feel like it smells funny in here, like, and used to psychologically
smell like Lysol,
It just smelled like sickness. You feel like it smells like sickness in there.
Mothballs and Lysol.
And you don't want to be around that. So, you know, it's funny that, you know, everything comes like that, like you said, that thing on the wall, everything happens exactly how it's supposed to happen at the time that it's supposed to happen. So if you think about, right there, if you think about how the world is changing, like before you had to get out and go to the mall or whatever to like buy some gear or to, you know, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Now you can go to Amazon, you know what I mean? Buy you some gear. You can fucking buy a car online right now. You don't even have to leave your crib to buy a car.
Yep, bring it right to you.
That's crazy. You know, and they make it and they're acting like it's a positive now. Contactless. We're doing this contactless. You know, well, if you see contactless as a positive, then, you know, a contactless doctor visit, you know.
I'll tell you something that this telemedicine
It's for you.
Yeah, it is. You're right. And one of the things that telemedicine really changes, men have a tendency in general, I'm not saying you, I'm not saying Rameel, but men in general have a tendency not to want to go to the doctor. They don't want to get up and go have they just don't want to do it. They don't want to admit that they're weak for whatever reason. You know, I cut my finger off. It's fine. I'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I could just tape this up. A little duct tape will take care of that.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
A little crazy glue. Put some crazy glue on it.
Crazy glue.
Now, this eliminates a lot of that because my own wife, I got up one morning, had a really bad sore throat, and I was just one of those days, you know, you have it. And she goes, call the doctor. Okay.
Right.
Call the doctor. Doctor says he said it's probably a small viral condition that you have, nothing serious. I can see your throat. I don't want to give you a prescription for that. What I want you to do is warm water with honey, and gave me a holistic approach, which I liked a lot, actually. He gave me a holistic approach. Then he said, in your medical record, in your file, my contact information is there. If you're not feeling better in a few hours or the next day, feel free to contact me back and we'll do something different. But first try this. And I like that a lot. He just wasn't saying, here's a prescription. I liked that a lot. And to tell you the truth, I would have never gone to the doctor at all for that kind of a condition in the past. I would have just waited it out like everybody else. I'm going to tough it out. That's how we do.
So, listen, we've been telling the people that for $45 a month, or $540 a year, you'll basically have unlimited visits with a doctor, with no co-pays, no deductibles, for up to 10 people in your household.
Yes.
Dermatology is included. You get a discount on prescriptions.
Yes.
If you wanted to see a psychiatrist or a therapist, you get 3 free 1-hour sessions, and then after that, you have discounted sessions.
Yes.
With a therapist. Now, keep in mind, if you try to just book a therapist right now, it might take you about 3 months, from what I understand.
In Miami, they're not even taking new patients at all.
Right. So we're going from waiting 3 months to be able to talk to someone in minutes, hours.
Yes, absolutely. Our average wait time on non-C19 times is less than 7 minutes. Right now, I checked this morning, it was a 15-minute wait this morning.
Right.
About a month ago, we had to wait up to 3 hours to see a doctor. But how in the world are you going to see a doctor in 3 hours under any normal conditions anyway? I don't care if you go to the emergency room, you're not seeing a doctor in 3 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've easily been in emergency rooms where, you know what I mean? 3 hours easy, like, you know what I mean? And I'm bleeding out the mouth, and, you know what I mean? But still,
miserable.
Gotta wait.
It's miserable, absolutely miserable. Today it was 15 minutes. I usually check once or twice a day just to see how we're doing on times with our physicians. I live in Florida. That's a very high utilization state because we have a lot of people here and we have a lot of senior citizens here. So we have a high utilization state in Florida. Our number 2 utilizing state is New York. Imagine that. Number 3 is Texas because of Rameel. But I usually check to see.
Well, I'm in New York.
You're in New York, so you're number 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, number 1.
There you go.
So listen, like I said, we were offering this. This was being offered for $45 a month. But guess what? If y'all go through me, we have a link. LordJamar.healthalliancenetwork is .com or .net?
.com.
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 So it's LordJamar.healthalliancenetwork.com. You click that link, and I'm going to put the link in the description of the video when I post it. When you click that link, you get $10 off. Oh, my goodness. Now we're talking $35 a month, people. $35 a month.
Is that a one-time discount or is that forever?
That's forever.
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 $35 a month.
And so
$420
whatever
a
you
year
put on, as
for
long
10
as
people.
they use that link, they get that
$10.
discount. So now we went from $540 to $420 a year for
the household.
an entire household covered with health care. Again, tell me where you can find that. I'll wait. You can't. You can only find it at that link that I'm going to provide you.
That's right.
Okay? So, listen.
Wow.
I'm not here to cram nothing down your throat. I'm here to just bring you value. You know what I mean? So if you see value in what we're talking about, click that link. You know what I mean? YouTube Live people, when I get off here, I'm gonna keep YouTube Live going, I think, and I'll just put the link on there real quick. But yeah, I love it, y'all. I'm enthusiastic, and I feel like we can definitely help people in this time that we live in it right now. Like, this is something positive. This is something that the people can utilize, and like I feel like it's like a cheat code, you know, like you had Obamacare, and then Obamacare was repealed, even though originally, you know, the thing was supposed to be universal health care. So we got a bait and switch on that. But anyway, this seems like something that, I don't know, it's just more, like you say, for the underserved. And that's what I like about it too. It helps the underserved. Like if you got money, health insurance and all of that, or you got a good job, health, that's not really a problem to you. Like, you're not really worried about that. You know what I mean? But when you're struggling, you know what I mean? When you living paycheck to paycheck, and you got a whole family, and you worried about, oh shit, well, you don't qualify. Oh, now it's just people that live in your home. Do they have do I have to be physically married to this woman or whatever? You know what I mean?
No. It's everyone that lives at that address.
Right.
We're not concerned about their relationship.
Right.
And even if you have children in college, it takes care of them also, because that is their permanent address, that household. They're away at college, they have health care.
You see, now that's beautiful, because like you got health care where it's like, well, are y'all really married? Then you can't get it. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's some bullshit.
We don't care. What we did is we looked at how many barriers can we break down that allows everyone to have convenient, affordable, and accessible health care. And we broke down all the barriers. There's no reason not to do it now, especially with the agreement that you've made, where you can get the whole program for $35 a month. It's amazing.
$35 a month.
That's amazing.
$35 a month. That's the Lord J discount. Come on, y'all. like, come on, y'all.
Yeah, right.
I'll let your boy. This is what I do. Like, you know what I mean? I try to bring value to your life. So, listen, I appreciate y'all, you know, for coming on the Godcast and sharing this information with the people, because this is what's needed. You know what I mean?
I love your spirit. Lord Jamar, I love your spirit. I love what you do. I love your enthusiasm. You turned me into a big fan. Love
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I mean,
you
made me a fan of what y'all got going on, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and bro Jamar, we're eternally grateful for the relationship, and you being a steward of your community. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes, and thank you, Rameel, for putting me on. You know what I mean, and seeing something, you know, feeling like this could be a good fit for me, because it actually, I know it is. Like,
Universe spoke. We already know.
Universe spoke. Well, listen. On that note, you know, I appreciate y'all, and I don't know. Do you want to say any last words to the people, any way to contact y'all or anything like that?
I would prefer that you're offering this to your followers and people that look up to you. I love the way you've done this. LordJamar.healthalliancenetwork.com, and you're going to post the link, and they're going to get a discount, a $10 discount code that is good forever. Exactly.
Yep, and the discount code is just Lord Jamar.
Oh, good. Discount code Lord Jamar.
Yep.
Get a $10 discount off the normal $45 price, which, by the way, like you said, is an amazing deal to start with.
Anyway,
you're going to get that for $35. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day, and let's get back to work.
No doubt. Yo, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rameel.
Thank you so much. Thanks,
hey, thank you, gentlemen.
All right. Yeah, y'all. Let's see what it is. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
On this Knowledge God Day, all being born to build, destroy. Okay? Through the knowledge as the God is out here building. Heard? Yeah. So listen, click that link. Y'all gonna get that $35 a month instead of $45 a month. And tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I mean? Hold up, YouTube Live. Let's see what's going on right now. Hold up. Oh. Thank you, Ragish the Bull, the Build Monger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hang on, let me give y'all the link. No. God. Okay, y'all ready? Bang, there's the link, y'all. Woo! Woo, $10 off. $35 a month. Thank you, Aisha M. I appreciate you. Yo, it's all good. You ain't got to give no money. I know it's every man for themselves right now. What you need to do is click that link that I just put up there. How do I? Let me see something. I'll put the link up there. How do I pin it? I don't know. Well, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I hope y'all can benefit. And yes, the link will be in the description, y'all. Once again, for the Yanadameen Godcast, I'm Lord Jamar. Peace.